Hello and welcome. This is Emily Barber and I'm from Torbay, Newfoundland, coming live to you tonight. I hope you are all having a good night wherever you're connecting from. Tonight I'm here to talk about surviving life's challenges. As a song I heard a few years ago about I've been there and back again, and it brought back a lot of memories because, you've been in a lot of places, or I've been in a lot of places in my life, a lot of dark places that I had a real challenge to get out of. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself now, and I hope you all are having a good night. And thank you for joining me tonight. This is day 7 of my 14-day challenge. We're doing a challenge to help us speak better in public. I want to sing a little bit better in public, so I don't be so shy. So anyway, I'm Emily Barber, and I'm from Brooklyn, Newfoundland, and it's just a little tiny community, just about 45 minutes from Bonavista. It was a community about 500 people, I guess. I grew up in a family of 6. It was my mother, my father, and my 2 brothers, and my sister and myself. I had an alcoholic father, and my mother she wasn't that great of a mother either. So my father was abusive to us, and Mom was too at times. There was always money for beer. There was always like 4 or 5 dozen beer sitting in the corner, but we always went around with our cousins' hand-me-downs that were always too small for us. At the age 9, from age 9 to age 12, I was molested and threatened by one of my family members, by somebody that was supposed to protect me. And I was very angry and bitter about that for many, many years. I suffered through a lot of mental, physical, and verbal abuse. I was always told that I would never be nothing, that I would never go anywhere in life, and that I was ugly and useless and stupid, and I believed it. For many years, that's what I believed that I was. And it was really hard to get over the fact that that wasn't me. Most people that suffered like I did turned to alcohol and drugs and whatever, but I didn't. I wanted to do something different with my life. At the age of 16, I became pregnant with my beautiful daughter, and I quit school. So at age 17, I ended up being a wife and a mom, which is not a big surprise in some families, back then. But my daughter, she really saved my life in a lot of ways. She was my life, and she was the reason for my living. Then in my 20s, I was raped, and it took me many years to overcome the pain that was inside of me. And on my 40th birthday, I vowed that my life would change, and it did. I left my ex-husband, and I moved out on my own. First time in 28 years or something that I was alone. So I moved into this apartment in Lethbridge, where I left everything that I was the owner of. I left my home. I left everything that I had. I gave it all to my ex. Sorry if I get a little weepy here, but this is a little bit emotional. I moved out, and I started a new life for myself. And it was then that I started living. I started laughing. I was allowed to laugh then. Before I couldn't laugh. I was nudged under the table if I laughed in front of my friends or whatever. But it was so enlightening that I was allowed to laugh, and I was allowed to do things for me. I could go out dancing if I wanted. I could go have a coffee with my sister. I could do things that I really wanted to do. Thank you, Annetta. It was the hardest thing I ever had to do, actually, was I forgave those people that hurt me. I forgave them, and they never asked for it. Sorry. But it was then that all the anger and fear inside of me was gone. It was really enlightening for me, and I felt empowered. And then a few years ago, I told my daughter, like, how she was the reason for my living. And I'll never forget what she said to me. Sorry. I didn't think I'd be like this tonight. She said, Mom, you got to be your own reason for living. And that really struck a chord with me. It really did. Because, you know, you live so much for everybody else, but then you don't really take the time to live for yourself. I survived my terrible childhood. I was no longer a victim. I had already been to hell and back, and nothing else could be as hard as that. So now I'm in a job that I love. I have a part-time business that I have amazing friends and co-workers with, and it's growing, it's becoming something that I really enjoy, and I get to travel. And yeah, so that's a little bit how I survived my life. That's just a little bit of my life. I won't go into all the details, not today, but if you or someone you know has suffered through child abuse or being molested or rape, please feel free to comment, and you know, I could help you deal with something if you need to talk to anybody. I've been through hell and back again, so I know a little bit about what's, you know, about your life. And I really thank you all and respect you all, and appreciate you all joining in to watch my live tonight. And like I said, this is my 7-day challenge, 7th day of my 14-day challenge, sorry. And I look forward to the next 7 days sharing with you my experiences and little tips or whatever. If you got any suggestions on any subjects that you want me to talk about, then feel free to comment below. If you enjoyed this video, or if you got any anything out of it, please feel free to share, like, love, do whatever. And I bid you all good night. God bless. Bye bye.